Hello everyone, myself Rashmi GM, studying MSc in Computer Science, Manasa Gangotri, Mysore. My presentation topics are difference between supervised and unsupervised machine learning, clustering, K-means clustering. Definition of supervised and unsupervised machine learning. In supervised machine learning, we trying to predict a specific quantity, have training examples with labels, and we can measure accuracy directly. In unsupervised machine learning, we predict to understand the data, looking for structure or unusual patterns, not like for something specific like a supervised. Does not require labeled data. Difference between supervised and unsupervised machine learning. In supervised machine learning, input data is labeled. Here, input data is unlabeled. Users train a dataset, users just input dataset. Used for prediction, here used for analysis. Known number of classes, here unknown number of classes. Divided into two types, regression and classification. Here divided into two types, clustering and association. Use offline analysis, here it used real-time analysis of data. Clustering. Clustering is an unsupervised machine learning task. It involves automatically discovering natural grouping of data. Clustering methods are used to identify groups of similar objects in a multivariate data sets collected from fields such as marketing, biomedical, and geospatial. Example of clustering. In this figure, after applying cluster, we can see how the red stars, green dots and blue rhombus arranged according to shape and color. The various types of clustering are connectivity based clustering, also called as hierarchical clustering. Second one, centroid based clustering, also called as partitioning methods. Third one, distribution based clustering. Fourth one, density based clustering, also called as model based methods. Fifth one, fuzzy clustering. And sixth one, constraint based supervised clustering. K-means clustering. K-means clustering is an algorithm that given a data set will identify which data points belong to each one of the K clusters. It takes your data and learns how it can be grouped. In this type of learning model, there is no explicit identification of a label or class or category for each data point. What does K prediction mean? K is an input to the algorithm for predictive analysis. It stands for the number of groupings that the algorithm must extract from a dataset, expressed algebraically as K. K means algorithm divides a given dataset into K clusters. Example of K-mean clustering. K-means clustering algorithm is used to find groups which have not been explicitly labeled in the data. Here, cluster run is shown. In the first round, each point is assigned to its closest seed. The blue cluster seed moves to the right side. In the second round, both the cluster seeds drift to their correct location, resulting in a proper division. After two rounds, the cluster have reached a steady state and would not change further through an infinite number of iterations. K-means clustering includes the following steps. Step 1. Choose the number of clusters K. Step 2. Randomly select any K data points as cluster centers. Select cluster center in such a way that they are as further as possible from each other. Step 3. Calculate the distance between each data point and each cluster center. The distance may be calculated either by using given distance function or by using Euclidean distance formula. Step 4. Assign each data point to some cluster. A data point is assigned to that cluster whose center is nearest to that data point. Step 5. Recompute the center of newly formed clusters. The center of a cluster is computed by taking mean of all the data points contained in that cluster. Step 6. Keep repeating the procedure from step 3 to step 5 until any one of the following stopping criteria is met. Here is a problem. Use k-means clustering to create two clusters. Solution. We follow the above discussed k-means clustering algorithm steps. Assume A of 2, 2 and C of 1, 1 are the centers of the two clusters. Here we can see F2, 2 and C of 1, 1. Iteration 1. We calculate the distance of each point from each of the center of the two clusters. The distance is calculated by using Euclidean distance formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Next, we calculate the distance between A of 2, 2 and C1 of 2, 2 by using the Euclidean formula. By substituting the values, we get the result P of A, C1 is 0. In the same way, by calculating the distance between A of 2, 2 and C2 of 1, 1, we get the value P of A, C2 1.41. Next, we draw a table showing all the results. Using the table, we decide which points belongs to which cluster. The given points belong to the cluster whose center is nearest to it. In this table, we can see A of 2, 2 and B of 3, 2 and D of 3, 1 belongs to the cluster C1, which are the 0, 1 and 1.41 are the least values. From here, new clusters are cluster 1, first cluster A, B and D, and cluster 2 are C and E. And now we recompute the new cluster. The new cluster center is computed by taking mean of all the points contained in that cluster. Here we take the mean value for cluster 1, center of cluster 1. We get the value 2.67, 1.67 and for cluster 2 1.25, 0.75. This is the completion of iteration 1. Next we go to the iteration 2, 3 and so on until the centers do not change anymore. Applications of clustering for reducing the compressing data and intermediary step for data mining steps, market segmentation in image segmentation, in study of earthquake, in the social network analysis. Thank you all.